Good evening. This is Spirit Journey. Hi. Yes, today is September 3rd, Saturday, and it's about 7:30 p.m. I had an interesting day. The weather was actually very cool. It was like 73 degrees, and I brought out my dogs, and we just sat there in the coolness, in the park. And I brought my iPad with me because I love looking at videos. And lately, I've been interested in scents, like perfumes and things like that. I like to smell different things. And I had made some blends about maybe 2 weeks ago. I got these little glass bottles, and I had some essential oils, and I had checked. I said, hey, I wonder how you make a perfume, because I know with essential oils, it's advised not to put essential oils directly on your skin without some type of carrier oil or lotion. So I wanted to know how it's done. So I watched some videos and then went home, and tried to like experiment on different things. Boy, the business is more challenging than I realized. But I just have this fascination now about different scents of perfumes. So when I went out today with my dogs, and I wanted to just look at some videos about how to do perfume oils, and I found a video. It's a documentary by the BBC. It's a newscast from Britain, and I found something really interesting. It's in three parts, and the part in particular that I want to talk about it's entitled, let me get the name, The Smell of the Future. Okay, and this one it is the last part of the series, and it's about, okay, you have this perfume industry, and now about, who's going to buy it. So like the first one talked about, just in general, it focused on France and this particular big perfumer, and and the US. It was very interesting. And then at the end of part one, what a big boo-boo this man, the perfume brand is Gulan, and they've been around for um, under 200 years, but like maybe 180 some odd years, and it's like the top of the top line of fine perfume. And guess what? He on live television in France had said an extremely racist comment about black people, and I'm not going to even say what was said, but you just go Google on YouTube and just say Goulan's racist statement or racist comment, and you'll find it. It was said, I think, in 2010 or 2011, okay? And it bothered me a little bit, yes. And then I watched part two, and then part three caught my attention again about black people, or Africa in particular. Well, this part three, they talk about, like, they said something like the market, perfume market, is they're not going to consider the US anymore in making fragrances, and if I understood it right, Europe even. And now the focus is on India, China, the Arab world, and Brazil specifically. Okay, so and it did also mention about Russia. So here, these are the major continents, the Asian continent, um, and South America, but nothing about Africa. And here, they said, that they want to really capture this market, especially Brazil, because they said Brazilians are familiar with fragrances. They're fragrance savvy, something to that effect, and that it's a warm climate, and the people there, I guess because of the hot weather, they take more showers. They're conscious about the way they smell, and they want to do a big push of finding out what Brazilians want, what they like. And they mentioned that different regions of the world, the people have different interests of scents, But either way, that why it kind of bothered me is that you have a big continent, Africa, and it's being overlooked again. And hearing the comment from Gulan, it was the older guy. It wasn't the current president or the leader of the Gulan company. It was the older guy, and he got fired after making his bias statement against black people. But so here, you're being attacked, and no provocation. He just thought that it was to be a funny joke. He's talking to someone that he thought would understand the joke. And then his excuse is, well, about he's comes from the older generation. And he was about, I think, 75 years old, 65 or 75, but no excuse. He did apologize. But still, you have now a mindset of people, the people who are making the perfumes. This is France in particular. And France has a long history with Africa. And here, it's modern days, but in the back of their psyche, what they really think about you, okay? And places like France and other Western European countries and European Americans, what's the difference, in the back of their mind. And I used to work for a French company. When they work, the French, they take their work seriously. I've never met individuals who are so keen on this performance of the end product. It was an obsession for them, but I admire that because they want to make something good, but they're when push came to shove, I found that they were very biased when it came to people of color with the company. And it was a racial incident that forced me to leave that company, So I think with that sensitivity, and then hearing the Jean-Paul Gouland's racist remark, and then part 3 of this BBC documentary on the perfume industry and about the future and the market for perfume, who they're going to market. Again, Africa is getting the slap in the face. And I said to myself, well, why are they excluding them? And I said to myself, well, they already know what, I'm speculating. I'm not there. I didn't talk to anyone from Africa, but this is just my opinion. What they might be experiencing there, or what Europeans, people from France, the perfumers, what they might think. That the African would just take anything what the European takes. What a European or a white American uses, they're going to use. And I feel that's taking your dollars for granted, and it's not respecting you as a culture. that you have a lifestyle, that you too have things, types of scents that you may enjoy based on your environment. Just like they're going all out of the way to study, they're going to these countries, they're going to Brazil. They have laboratories where they study different scents of what these Brazilians are going to experience, what they experience daily in their lives, to try to capture that scent so they could formulate a perfume for males and females and then sell it to them. Again, these are white Europeans that are doing this. They're creating scents for other people outside of their own group. I'm saying Africa, Black America, blacks of the African diaspora, we have to start making our own perfume. We have to stop just taking what white people or white America or white Europeans have to offer us. Let's make our own blend with us in mind, and to respect our likes. We have particular likes and desires of when we smell a perfume. Why be so Eurocentric? I can enjoy a European scent just like I can enjoy other scents from the world. But when it comes to a point when you're not enjoying your own smell, then there's a problem. And then these other markets will exploit exploit you, and just overlook you. That's why I taking it personal. Let's really be aware of what's going on. This is part of social engineering, and it's excluding you from the full participation of the world market. And as I mentioned in an earlier video, I used to work in finance, and I worked for a very large investment banking company here in the financial district in Manhattan. And the company bragged about having offices, they said, in every continent. So immediately with my mind says, oh wow, every continent? Hey, and then she showed a map and the little thumbtacks of where they had their offices. But there was none in Africa. So to her, the presenter, to her, that the whole world and every continent was everything but Africa. Again, a slap in the face. Europeans had been doing business with what they call Black Africa for hundreds of years. And that's how my ancestors got to the Americas, through the transatlantic slave trade. So Europeans know Africa. So how come they're not doing business with us? Well, if you all want to look at over the internet what Jean-Paul Goulin's remark was, it's a hint, a big hint, at why they aren't marketing to the African. Okay? So let's stop trying to be European in these fragrances, create our own fragrance, and market to ourselves. Just like they're taking our music, our style of cooking, and marketing it and selling it to somebody else and making a lot of money from it. And I'm sick of it. Be aware, Africa. Be aware, that you might admire the European. It's okay to admire what wisdom the European or the white may have, but don't doubt your own wisdom and creativity, because everybody's copying your style. So, and Black America, or all the African diaspora, they're stealing your creativity and putting their label on it. So let's stop it, and let's start marketing to ourselves, and let them buy our stuff. So that's all that I want to say this evening. And definitely comment below to share this video with friends and family members. You can subscribe to Spirit Journey and even take a look at my other channels that I have. And please like and give me that thumbs up. So take care and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.